if I tell you that the answer to happiness is simply be grateful, you've probably heard that 100 times already. And if it truly worked for you, you probably wouldn't even be watching this video right now. But if deep down you feel like being grateful is not enough, because you know happiness is not just about owning things, not just about what you have, then we need to go deeper, much deeper. Before we begin, let me ask you something. At what age do you think people are the happiest? You might be thinking childhood, and you're not completely wrong, but that kind of happiness, it's ignorant happiness. Happiness because you don't know much yet. Because everything feels new, everything feels exciting. A life with no responsibility, where everything is taken care of for you. And as you grow older, you start losing that kind of happiness. Because now you have knowledge and responsibility. But here's the surprising part. The happiest age is actually between 50 to 70 years old. Happiness follows what experts call a U-shaped curve. High when you're young, drops in middle age, and rises again later in life. But this happiness is not like childhood happiness. This is a different level. This is the kind of happiness where you finally understand life, where things start to make sense, where you stop chasing and start living. Now the real question is, do we have to wait that long to feel that kind of happiness? The answer is no, you don't have to wait. You can speed up the process if you understand the lessons earlier. And that's exactly what I'm going to share with you. Because some of these lessons, you might already be doing it without even realizing to keep the peace in your life. Lesson number 1. People's words are free, but they're not free to change how you feel. Think about the last time someone said something negative to you. Maybe a criticism. Maybe a joke that went too far. Maybe a comment that stayed in your head longer than it should. Now here's the reality. Their words cost them nothing. They said it and moved on with their life. But you carried it. You replayed it. You let it affect your mood, your confidence, even your entire day. People's words are like poisoned arrows. They're shot at you, but they stop right in front of you. And sometimes, you're the one who picks it up and drives it into your own heart. The moment you take everything personally, you give other people control over how you feel. And happiness becomes impossible. So instead of reacting to every word, choose what to keep and what to ignore. Because peace is not about controlling what people say, it's about controlling what you allow to stay. Lesson number 2. Life is indeed not fair. Look around you for a second. Have you ever seen someone succeed, even though they didn't seem to work as hard as you? Or someone genuinely kind, still getting the worst outcome? That moment creates a question in your head. Why is this happening? Isn't life supposed to be fair? Life doesn't operate on fairness. And sometimes, things just don't make sense. Instead of resisting it, just accept it. Stop asking, why is this unfair? And start asking, what can I do next? Because the moment you stop expecting fairness, you stop feeling constantly disappointed. And that shift from expectation to acceptance is where real peace begins. Lesson number 3. You start limiting your close people. Try this for a moment. Compare your life now with your version 10 years ago. How many people were you close with back then? And how many remain today? For most people, the number gets smaller. And that's not a bad thing. It's a sign of growth. When you're younger, you keep a lot of people around. Friends, circles, connections. But over time, you realize something important. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Some people drain you. Some bring drama. Some add nothing but noise. Happiness is not about how many people you have around you. It's about how you feel after spending time with them. Lesson number 4. Most people don't think about you for more than a day. When you're about to do something, especially something embarrassing, you hesitate. Because you think, what will people think about me? People don't think about you as much as you think. Let's flip the perspective. Think about the last time you saw someone do something awkward or negative. Did it stay in your mind for days? Probably not. Maybe 1 hour, 2 hours. Then you moved on. Why? Because you got busy thinking about yourself. What should I eat? Do I look good? What should I do tonight? Everyone is mostly thinking about themselves. And this realization is freeing because it means you don't need to live your life based on other people's opinions. And once you truly understand this, you become much more free to be yourself. Lesson number 5. Most thing you worry about never happen. Have you ever spent hours thinking about something that might go wrong? A conversation that hasn't happened, a mistake you might make, a future that hasn't even arrived, and it feels real. That your body reacts like it's already happening. But then the day comes and nothing happens. And even when something does go wrong, it's rarely as bad as we imagined. So worry less. Not because life is easier, but because you've seen this illusion repeat itself for years. Your mind is great at creating problem, but reality is often much simpler. And the less you believe every fear in your head, the more peaceful your life becomes. Lesson number 6. You don't need to win every argument. Picture this. You're in a conversation and someone says something you know is wrong. You have the facts, you have the logic. You could easily prove your point, and yet you choose to stay quiet. Because winning an argument doesn't always mean winning in life. You might win the point, but lose the relationship. You might prove you're right, but create unnecessary tension. And the question becomes, was it worth it? Not every disagreement deserves your energy. Not every opinion needs correction. Sometimes, peace is more valuable than being right. So instead of reacting, you choose wisely. Because maturity is not about always proving your point. It's about knowing when it's not worth proving at all. Lesson number 7. You understand the one criterion for lifelong friends. When life is good, when you have money, status, and energy, you'll have many friends. People show up. People laugh with you. People stay around. But everything changes when life becomes difficult. When you lose something. When you struggle. When you have nothing to offer. That's when the real test begins. Because most people slowly disappear. And only a few choose to stay. Don't measure friendship by how many people they know. Measure it by one simple question. Who stayed when I had nothing? That person is not just a friend. That's someone you keep for the rest of your life. Conclusion. So, happiness was never about reaching a certain age. It's about understanding these lessons sooner. You don't need to wait until 50 or 70 to feel this way. You can choose what truly matters today. Happiness isn't found in time. It's found in perspective. The sooner you learn it, the sooner you start living it. And if this video helped you understand yourself better, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.